Hello and welcome to my first video blog. Today I'm going to be doing a reading with the Oracle of Shadows and Light. This is a beautiful deck by Lucy Cavendish and illustrated by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It's the first in a series of decks, the second of which, the Oracle of Shapeshifters, is out now in Australia and will be out in 2013 in the States. For this reading, I've decided to do a 3-card reading, which is to be appropriate for anyone who's stumbled across this video blog today. What I'll do is draw 3 cards. So, I start by shuffling. Now, I feel like the cards that we'll draw can be appropriate for anyone. They talk more about general energies than about absolute specifics. So having shuffled, I cut the cards and then draw 3. So the first card we have, this card is in the position of what is the situation at the moment. And the situation that we have here is the Sea Beacon Fairy. She suggests that there has been guidance, but asks where it will lead you. I see this saying that in the current situation, we've been offered some guidance, we've been offered some suggestions, perhaps by other people in our lives, or perhaps by the cards, but we're not quite sure where that guidance is taking us. Is it really the right direction for us? This Sea Beacon Fairy reminds me of a lighthouse. Is she guiding us safely through, or are there rocks that we cannot see that her light doesn't illuminate? I don't know if you can see it in the background. There's a ship sailing towards the Sea Beacon Fairy, being drawn in by her light. Now this is a little bit of a challenging card. If we've received guidance from other people or from the cards, how can it not be for our good? Well, with other people that's quite clear, but with the cards as well, there's always the question of, are we interpreting the cards correctly? Have we really seen what they're trying to tell us? And have we asked the right question? So in this situation, what action should we take? And the action that we have suggested here is called Marie Masquerade. Glamour, Intrigue and Drama is the subtitle. But what I notice first is the ship that she has as a decoration in her hair. This is reminiscent of the ship that we saw in the Sea Beacon Fairy that was sailing far off in the distance. But now it's brought much closer to home. So this is very much about us being that ship, being on a journey. And the action that we need to take? Well, we don't need to be really upfront with everything out there. If, in fact, it's other people who've been giving us guidance, then perhaps we need to act as though we're acting on that, but actually hold our cards close to our chest. Take a little bit of time to see what's really going on, because there may be other motivations here. Likewise, if the guidance that we've got has been from the cards, well, maybe there's a little bit of intrigue going on because we haven't asked the right question, and so the cards are giving us an answer, but there is other stuff going on. It's not as clear as we think it might be, so we need to delve a little deeper. And there's something here as well about protecting ourselves and revealing ourselves. She holds a face mask, and at the moment she's not hiding behind it, but she could choose to. That feels really important to me, that we have to take care of ourselves, and that doesn't always mean revealing everything. So in this situation, perhaps we need to be aware of where we are in it and how we can protect ourselves how we can make ourselves less vulnerable. Now, that might seem like manipulation or intrigue, as the card suggests, but really that's also about just taking care of ourselves. The third card that I'm going to draw represents the action that we shouldn't take in this situation. And this spread, by the way, is one from the Wildwood Tarot deck, created by Mark Ryan and John Matthews. I find it a very useful little spread, just 3 cards, so it's nice and quick, but it really gets to the heart of a lot of matters. So what is the action that we shouldn't take? Here the card is titled A Clockwork Pumpkin. I love the way that inside the pumpkin you can see all these wheels and cogs and a light bulb. And the key phrase is a wonderful idea, the aha moment, which sounds absolutely fabulous. But of course, in the position of not the action to take, this suggests that we shouldn't go chasing off after some great idea, no matter how fabulous it seems to us, or no matter who has given this suggestion and guidance to us. We really need to take a step back and perhaps do a bit more planning. I mean, it's all well and good having that light bulb, but then you have to actually be able to put that idea into effect. And those wheels and cogs look really complicated to me. So it's about thinking out all the consequences, taking time, rather than just running off with the great idea. You actually have to do a bit of planning, looking at the backstory, thinking about your strategy, about how to actually put it into effect. And, I mean, as I said with the first card, if this is about guidance that you've received from the cards, perhaps you need to think a bit behind the idea. What other questions should you be asking in order to get the best information, in order to know how to put things together, to get things moving and to get things working? And if it's been guidance from somebody else in your life, then once again, what are the wheels behind the wheels? What is the motivation behind their suggestion? That fits nicely with the glamour, intrigue and drama card that we just had of Marie Masquerade, that there is, we need to hide ourselves perhaps, because there may be things going on in the background that we're not quite aware of, and until we know what those are, it's best not to run and jump headfirst into this situation. So that seems like some pretty sound advice from the Oracle of Shadows and Light, that we should think about the guidance that we've received, be it from others or from the cards. Then we should take a while to think, is this really in our best interests to move us forward? How can we protect ourselves while we're doing this? And what are the machinations behind it? So instead of running into whatever situation we've been thinking about, we should take a little while to think exactly how to do it, or why this suggestion may have come to us, and what else we perhaps need to know. So that's my reading for today. I hope that it chimes with you in some way, that you find it useful, and I hope that you'll check back here soon for another video reading. Bye.